Begin by testing your subfloor for any moisture with the correct moisture meter. In our case, our subfloor is wood, so the reading must be 16% MC or below. Simply sweep the subfloor to remove any dirt and dust to ensure the floor is free from contamination. A straight edge should be used to check the subfloor is even. If the subfloor is uneven, you should use self-leveling compound or plywood depending on your subfloor type. Roll your underlay out. Score with scissors along any walls. Cut to size with scissors and lay flat. Once completed, your room should look like this. Begin laying your first bamboo plank against the wall. An expansion gap of at least 10 mm should be measured around the perimeter of the room as you proceed with the installation. Using floor spacers will ensure the expansion gap is consistent around the room's perimeter. Take the next bamboo plank and apply WPVA glue to the end of the board. Arrange the floor spaces accordingly and slot into place. Measure the gap between the last plank and the wall. Follow the line that has been marked out across the face of the plank onto the back, using a set square to ensure a straight line is made. Position the wood plank face down and cut along the line you have marked out. Glue the header joint with PVA glue. Place the plank into position and use the floor spacers to give the correct expansion gap against the walls. Continue installing the following rows. Cut the planks accordingly, stagger the joints, and using WPVA glue to adhere each plank together. Again, use floor spacers to allow for the correct expansion gap around the perimeter room. An easy way to measure the end plank is to flip it around and mark on the plank where to cut next. Cut the board to size. Glue along both grooves of the board and push into place, keeping the boards tight, making sure there is sufficient expansion gap against the wall. Continue the following rows as before. When reaching the opposite wall, you will need to fill in the space. Begin by measuring the gap, then deduct the expansion gap from the total measurement. Take this measurement and measure from the groove side of the plank, from top to bottom. Join the 2 points up with a straight edge to create the line you'll need to cut along. Run the plank through the saw along the line you have just made. Glue along the full length and width of the plank and then put into place. Use a pulling bar and hammer to close any unwanted gaps between the boards. Continue to cut and glue as before to complete the floor area. Your completed floor should look something like this.